Linda. Well, the weather has again been on repeat today. We've been warm, we've been humid, and we've seen those downpours at times, and these will be on and off the rest of the evening and really the rest of the work week too. Tomorrow's weather looks very similar to today. Highs today in the 70s, if not the 80s still for some. Mullins hit 80 right on the nose. Usually Mullins, Pineville, they're a little bit warmer than everybody else, but most of us were actually a few degrees cooler today just because we had a lot of clouds around, but that humidity, you can definitely still tell. We've got a lot of moisture in the air, and it's going to cause some problems too. This is actually earlier, this report coming in from Lee Rappold. He saw this high water on the street, Bland Street there in Bluefield. Please be careful out there. This is the kind of stuff that we're going to see on and off, not only the rest of the evening, but into tomorrow too. Not everyone guaranteed to see it because these downpours are hit or miss. They're very localized, but when the rain does come down, it comes down hard at times. I've seen 2, 3, 4, even 5 inches an hour showing up on the rainfall rate estimate on the radar. We've still got one flood advisory out too. We had a flash flood warning out earlier for Raleigh County, a flood advisory out for Summers. Those have been dropped, but a flood advisory is still in effect for portions of Mercer County, Bluefield, Ceres, creeks and streams around here, as you just saw from that picture, and those poor drainage areas definitely overwhelmed by the downpours we had earlier. You can see where the rain's been today. This is our radar rain estimate. This is basically the radar estimating by how much was coming down at one time, how much has fallen. You're looking at 2, 3 inches in a lot of places, especially where you see those blue spots. And again, this is the same concern we're going to have the rest of this week, possibly for the first part of the weekend too, especially when you get these downpours that fall on places that have already seen downpours in the previous days. So keep your wits about you, have that rain gear on standby. We do have this frontal boundary that's just to our north too, and that's actually going to help enhance the chance of rain in the next few days. It's going to dip toward our area. All that cold, dense air undercuts the warm air in place. It forces it up. What goes up must come down. So again, we're seeing these showers and storms continuing through the end of the work week. Let's take a close look at Futurecast. Here's the rest of tonight. It's just the same stuff we've been seeing, essentially, on and off. Showers and storms, some heavier downpours in there. Could see some overnight tonight this time. Temperatures for most in the 60s. We're going to continue to grow unsettled tomorrow as that front comes in. Wider spread coverage, on and off showers and storms throughout the day. Could see a little bit more during the morning, again, than we've seen recently, but the afternoon is still going to be the best time. I think Friday looks very similar too. We'll see 60s in the morning, 70s and 80s during the afternoon, but we're still going to see those heavier downpours. There's plenty of moisture in there. So flooding, again, is our main concern. The good news is we're not really expecting much of a severe risk, but in the coming days, that flood risk does go up, especially in areas that have already seen these really heavy downpours. Temperatures are going to stay pretty much the same too. The next few days, it's just the on and off hit or miss showers and storms, highs in the 70s and 80s, lows in the 60s. Maybe a little bit cooler and drier by the next week. Maybe the beginning of next week.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. It's pretty much the same for now.
Okay, we hope so, Catherine.
Oh my goodness,
Hopefully
yeah.